Hello and welcome back to Skegsy on the farm in rural Thailand. When Barry listens to my videos at home, he says he can tell what sort of mood I'm in by the tone of my voice. Well, you can probably tell it hasn't been a good week. Monday we sadly lost Seven. Seven was a female dog. She's finally passed away. She'd had cancer and she's been slowly getting worse. But on Monday she sadly lost her battle and she passed away. That was Monday. When I made this video that you're watching now and said you could actually see the lightning hit the ground, well, a young man of 42 in our village has also lost his life. He was struck by lightning. Diep has been going to his funeral yesterday and she's there today. Funerals here in Thailand can last up to 5 days. Then yesterday another lightning strike, and it's taken 10 cows not that far away from us, probably about half a mile away from where we are. 10 cows is probably £500,000 baht, which works out at about £11,500. A lot of money to Thai people, a lot of money to the people here in the village. Whether they get over that, I don't know, but 10 cows they lost. Let's change the subject slightly. My motorbike has had this attached to it. In England I've never been able to ride a bike, but the man in our local village has actually made this for us, and by me resting my wrist onto the bike, I can actually now have a bit of freedom, though I haven't been riding it much simply because the weather hasn't been good enough. So we have had some good news. This is a new baby calf. I can't remember if I actually said to you that it was due to be born. I've sort of lost track of what some of the videos have done, but it was a bit of touch and go when she first came out. They had to sort of pull her out the back of the end of the cow, but as you can see that Diep is actually looking after her at the moment, and it actually does survive, and you won't believe this is probably about 2 weeks on now from these pictures in this video, but she's a bright sparkly little thing. They've given her a Thai name. Some of the other cows have had an English name, where I've given them names like Snowy and things like that, but this has got a Thai name, but I can tell you it means bright money in Thai. But Mum there is looking after it, and you can see that everything actually turns out okay once the other dogs leave her alone. The actual dogs like playing with the cows, and some of our neighbours get a bit upset because they chase them around the other fields. Okay, so that's been happening on the outside of the land. On the inside, we've spent some money. As you probably know, that we are very rural. There's no electric where we are. So we had a company come in, a professional company come in and actually put 10 solar panels up on the roof. And this is an inverter, which obviously converts the solar panel energy into 230 volt. We had solar panel power before, but it looked like there was only 6 solar panels up there, and it was a bit sort of old, to say the least. Where this new system is completely different. We've had an online pump put in to the system as well, which means we can now basically have hot water. Everything in the farm now is run by this. We can have water coolers, the fridge, the fan. You can plug in an iron, you can plug in a hairdryer, you can plug in just about every appliance that you need. So the toilet is now fully flushable, where before you were using the bucket, and we've had a power shower put in, and I can tell you it makes a hell of a difference when you're feeling a little bit cold or coming out of the rain. and you've been wet all day, and then just to have that little bit of a power shower is really good. And as I said, for the first time on this farm, we've actually got a flushing toilet. Going back to the outside of the land, what's been happening, if you remember, this part of our land was a bog. We had it filled with soil. It cost almost £2,000 to actually fill this part with soil. It was lower than everybody else's because I think I told you in other videos that it was stolen before we moved onto the farm. One of our family members that we can't find out who took all the topsoil away, so it was lower than everything else. So we had 1,264 trucks, I think, come with soil, and they've now levelled it all off. And as you can see, we're slowly planting grass. Now this grass is important because you use grass to feed the cows. So when all the rice is out in all the other fields, you won't be able to let your cows out. They have to stay inside all the time. But as you can see, we've already cut one field, and what they do is they literally cut it and they put it into the next field, tread on it, and then trample it in, and it will actually grow. It's as easy as that. And there's only 3 fields now, or 3 areas, which need to be finished off. Anyway, a slightly different type of video. You can, as I say, tell by my voice that it hasn't really been a good week. We had the good news of the baby calf, and the power makes a hell of a difference. But just in the last 2 or 3 days, and later this week, it hasn't been that good, with 7 passing, and that young man. I've been invited to go this afternoon. Today is Friday. I've been invited to go and see the monks and go and join the rest of the families, but whether I should go or not isn't I haven't made up my mind yet. Anyway, this has been Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I hope you find it interesting. Ta-ra! I just wanted to come back on and say that I'm actually personally okay. I'm not, affected too much by what's going on in the village. Yes, it is sad about 7 passing away, and we've watched her slowly get worse with her cancer, and she actually did die in Diep's arms. So yeah, that was sad. But when it comes to the cows and to the funeral, you can't sound happy about things like that. Diep's gone to the funeral tonight. As I said to you in the original video, it can last up to 3 days. So she was there yesterday, and this is what photograph she's just sent me to show me how many people are at the funeral. I didn't go in the end. But this is our 3rd night now with thunder and lightning going on. I can tell you this is a view from my bed looking towards Auntie's house. So that light right in the middle of your screen there is actually Auntie's house. So as I'm sitting here looking off of my bed, this is what's going on over Auntie's house at the moment. I'm pleased to say that it's actually going further away. It's not coming towards us. It's in the distance, and you can tell by the time the lightning strikes and it all disappears, and that 1,000, 2,000 before the bangs go off. But it's okay. So I just wanted to come back and say I'm okay. 1 or 2 people have been worried about me. I'm sad about 7, and I'm sad about the man in the village and his 10 cows, or the 10 cows belong to somebody else. But me personally, I'm okay. So don't worry, I'm fine. Things are moving on. As I said in the video, we've had electric, and we've had a new calf, so things are okay. So thanks for all your comments, but I'm personally okay. It's just that you can't make a video about people dying and cows dying and people losing money and sound happy.